Okay, during the TNT pregame show last night, Charles Barkley had some choice words about coverage of the NBA. Let's hear what he had to say. Charles.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me something.
And first of all, I want all the smoke. I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard or anything like that.
I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard.
Right.
I like that.
Hey, man,
I'm stealing that one.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP, and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But that's because you fools on other networks, which we're going to become fools next year. We'll be working on that network. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
All right, Charles fired up there. Monica back here with us.
Okay.
I was gonna go to Stephen A, but Monica, you want to say something just based on your reaction?
Come on, Chuck. Like, come on. Listen, I understand wanting comprehensive coverage of the NBA, but I know I've been part of conversations about both of those teams. But I also understand that for us as a network, we're on all day, and those are two teams that drive interest. It was very like, come on, Grandpa, like, why you got to do all that? Why are we doing all that?
S.A.?
Oh, Lord. You know, sometimes we make things a bit more complicated than they really are. Let's point out a couple of things. First of all, he wasn't talking about me. Because I've been talking about Cleveland for how many weeks, Eminem, Molly? Y'all know this.
Yeah,
I've been talking about Cleveland for a while.
Comprehensive combo last week.
That's number one. Number two, Barkley does television. He'd never be accused of knowing television. That would be Ernie Johnson who handles that responsibility. Maybe Charles Barkley should look at his rundowns from time to time, even though they are an NBA show as opposed to a show that talks about an abundance of things. The fact of the matter is some stories get a higher profile than others because they resonate with the viewing public. And in television, that's matter. It's called ratings, okay? We would know something about that. Charles Barkley and the TNT crew would certainly know something about them with their multi-time Emmy-winning award selves. They're fantastic. We love them. Thirdly, I hope Big Perk doesn't get mad at me for saying this. I had to call him yesterday and talk him off a ledge because he wanted to hurt somebody because he didn't appreciate how Barkley was coming at him. That's how Barkley talks. That's how Barkley talks. Look, y'all. I've known Charles Barkley for over 25 years. How many times he calls Kenny a fool every show? He calls him and Shaq idiots at least once a week. That's how he talks. It's who he is. Charles Barkley is one of the sweetest human beings you will ever find on the planet. He means no harm. That's how he talks. When he comes here next year, I promise you, once a week, I'm going to be an idiot or a fool. And so are you, Molly. Well, he won't do that to you, Molly, because, he got a soft spot for you. And he got a soft spot for you, too, Eminem. But Big Perk's going to be called the fool and the idiot. And everybody, that's how it goes. So everybody need to calm down when it comes to his name calling. It's who he is. It's what he says about politicians, what he says about anybody that he thinks is sleazy in the moment that he thinks they are. His two favorite words are idiots and fools. That's what he says. It's who he is. There's only one person that he hates. Used to be on this network before he went to the other network. Now that man he hates. Outside of that one individual, Charles Barkley don't hate anybody. That's just how he talks. But in the end, here's where he's wrong. When he talks about what we talk about, I'm sick and tired of people acting like, oh my goodness, we only talk about the Cowboys during the season. We only talk about the Lakers during the basketball season. That is factually incorrect. Let me educate the folks real quick, Molly. We have approximately 15 segments per show. We talk about a multitude of topics. We're on 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week, live. We run from nothing. We run from nothing. I do a minimum of about 240 shows a year, okay? You do at least 200, if not more, Molly. I mean, what are they talking about? So when you take that into consideration, the subjects, we talk about a potpourri of topics. We talk about all sports, but we also pay attention to what's resonating. That's why we're number one. We understand what the audience wants us talking about. And in the process of talking about a multitude of things that they may not know they wanted us to talk about until they hear us talking about it, there are other subject matters that they absolutely know and look forward to what they want to talk about. I came on this show today, and I led Molly, Eminem, with the whole LeBron James confronting me thing. And by the way, he said that Bronny is better than some NBA players, not half the NBA. So I want a correction on that with the quote that he had gave last year. But my point is, why? Because I woke up and the damn story was viral internationally. It was the #1 sports story trending worldwide. That's why. It doesn't take Einstein to see, I can't exactly run from this story. We're a sports show. That's a sports story. That's the way it goes. It's what we do every morning. But Chuck is asleep around that time. And because he's asleep, he might not know. And then even when he comes to work, he's got the great one, Ernie Johnson, giving him the rundown. You see what I'm saying? So Chuck's going to watch the game, talk about the game. But the other stuff involving the technicalities of television, it's not something that is in Chuck's wheelhouse. He leaves that to others. That's why he would be on the airwaves like he was last night, sounding like a fool his damn self. But welcome to the family, bro.